So here we are in the Kia, boys. My buddy hooked me up. I had a crack. Well, I had two cracks. One was in the windshield, the other one wasn't. So the crack in the windshield was like that long at the very edge of the windshield at the beginning of winter. It ended up extending itself halfway across. So I hit my buddy up again. I am in Altoona right now. Hooked me up with a brand new windshield. Well, he didn't hook me up, I paid for it, but still, he hooked me up. He does them right. So brand new windshield in the Kia, and I did this because I listed this for sale. This thing sits for long periods of time, and I don't have anywhere to park it but under pine trees right now. And this thing is just, it's gonna rot away sitting there, and I just can't. It's a good vehicle, only 106,000 miles on it, and everything's selling like hotcakes right now. So we have to sell this, especially with a new project coming. That'll be a lot of money that I can throw into that C10 and make that thing nice. Or I could spend it Harbor Freight, which I just did, kind of. But anyways, we got a couple product reviews I need to go over. One thing I can't do yet. I'm still waiting for the Z to get done, hopefully, but I got all the supplies. I'm gonna put the quarter glass in myself. I plan on getting it all back together. I don't know if it's gonna be done this week. If it's not done this week, then there might not be a chance of it making it to Carlisle. If it doesn't make it this week, I still have the next week, and I'll take off work if need be. But I would like to take the Z to Carlisle, and I'm going to be registering the Z, and that's another reason why I should just get rid of this, because I don't need to have that many vehicles in my name. There's just really no reason for it. Well, I meant to record this, but now that you're watching this right now, the Kia is gone. I sold it, but it didn't go far. I can still see it. It's like half a block away from me. Hold on. People that bought it live down right there. It is. So it went from being parked over here to being parked down there. Also, I decided, since the Avalanche had 3 tires that were actually like brand new, and the one front tire wasn't brand new, I decided to, like, I was trying to find the original tread, like these tires that are on this. Could not find it. So I found a tread that was like it, and I ordered from bestusedtires.com. But it's a brand new tire, but it's blemished. So I got it for like $70, but blemished just means there's something visual wrong with it, okay? So there is something visual wrong with it. Also, it's not round. So on the phone with them, then back and forth through emails and stuff. The blemish on this is, for some reason, they ground off the name brand. The lettering on the sidewalls is completely ground off. It's gone. It's like that on both sides. But that's blemished, okay? Out around is totally different than being blemished. Look at this thing. And they even marked it. Like, I did not put that mark on there. They marked that. You seeing it? So I contacted them, and they said that we can do a refund or whatever. I just needed to have the tire installer write them a letter saying that what was defective with it. And I said, listen, I'm not even going to attempt to have this thing installed when I can visually see that it's not round. And I sent them pictures, and they said, oh, that must have been done in shipping. I have never seen a shipping company paint mark a tire where there is an imperfection on it. Okay? That's you can see when I roll it. You can see the dirt mark here and here. It's because it's all dipped in right there. I don't even want a chance having that installed because I know that it's gonna thump. It's just not gonna be a good tire. So after sending them the pictures of it, they actually agreed, and they're going to send me an invoice. I found another tire. It's more money, but whatever. I'll pay more money so we can have a good tire on this thing. Alright, so now what this video is about. I do honest product reviews. I got 2 products here I need to do a review for. One is the main one of the video. Other one's just going to be a quick one. But let me go over these products. One is a jumper pack. You know me. Every time they tell me they're going to send me a jumper pack, I go ahead and send it. So there's that. And then there is this code scanner. And this is the most advanced code scanner that I have in my fleet. And I have not even used it yet. But it's wireless, like Bluetooth. Comes with a dongle.
Dongle.
But you take that dongle down out of the tablet, stick it in your car, and it connects wirelessly. Now, I can see that being a problem if you forget to leave it in the car. But this thing makes sure to let you know that you forgot it, or to make sure that you got it. Because every time you back out, it says, it comes up and beeps and everything to, you know, make sure that you picked up your dongle. This jumper pack is the smallest jumper pack that I have in my fleet, and I have a lot of them. I've actually gotten rid of a lot of them too. Friends, give them out to my friends, or I sell them really cheap to people since I get so many of them. But I gotta show you this thing. Like, look at the size of this thing. Okay, look at that. That is the smallest. Look, it's about the size of a 2000s Nokia cell phone. Right there, fully charged, has a light on it, USB output, USB Type-C input. There's where you put your jumper cables, and that is it. I mean, there's not much to it. But I like the size of this. And it also comes in the case just like all the other ones does. Don't ask me why. So we'll test this thing out a little bit later. As for right now, I want to try this code scanner out because it's very neat. And another thing I don't like about this code scanner, I mean, I like a lot about it. This is not much of a downfall, but with most code scanners, when you plug them into the car, that powers them up, or that charges them if they have a battery in them. This one has a battery in it, but since you're not plugged into the car, it doesn't charge it. So you need to make sure that you charge it. It comes with a USB cord, plug it in, charge it, you're good to go. So let me get this code scanner out and I'll show you guys. Look how thick this manual. Boy, she's thick! But as you can see, you have your car scan, OBD, just as your generic codes, maintenance and service, think file. I don't know what that is. Okay, this is like stores all your reports and stuff. This thing is set up for like a shop, so like you can do reports on this. You can print, you know, connect to your computer, print them out. I already went through and updated a lot on it. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look and see how much built-in memory there is with this. Alright, so I do see the capacity on this thing is 16 gigabytes, and available, it's showing that I only have 1.82 gigabytes. So it's pretty much out of storage. I mean, 1 gigabyte, that's not going to get you very far. As for maintenance and service, this thing has a lot of features, and I haven't looked into them that much yet. But what's up here? There's a, in case you want to plug in USB, there's USB and USB Type-C. Maintenance, there is air fuel, AD blue, which I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look into it more. There's headlight sensors, there's airbags, there's battery reset, brake bleed, brakes if you have brake pads with sensors in them, coolant, diesel particulate filter, EGR, ETS, gear set, box, immobilizer, injector, NOx sensor. I'm not familiar with some of these. Odometer, oil, steering angle sensor, seat, automatic start stop. I don't know if you can shut it off with this, but right there. Sun, I don't know what that's for. Sus, that's if you're suspicious. Tire pressure sensors, transport, I guess that's for locking, for like valet or whatever. Tire, T-Y-R-E. Tire. And window. The window is for like setting your windows. Like the Z has that. So does Ashley's Challenger. These sports cars now that don't have a door frame and it's just glass, that window has to be set where it drops in it, where it seals at, because it has to detect that, because it has to drop down when you open the door and then go back up in whenever you close the door so that it seals it. And that's set by the computer. So alright, well, let's plug this in. I want to see if I can pull up the door actuator, the heat actuator door that's not working on this Avalanche. So this is going to be the first time I actually plug it into a car. So I'm going to mess with it here a little bit, maybe go through the booklet a little bit so I know a little bit more about it. And then we'll go over some of this stuff and some of the features. So I'm hoping this detects that actuator door that's not working. Alright, now it's scanning. The graphics and stuff are pretty neat on this. Keeps it interesting. So there you go. There's a bunch on here. I'm wondering about the airbag one because I don't have an airbag light. It might just be a stored code. I don't know. But heating and air conditioning, I am guessing it's going to tell me that blend door actuator. Read fault codes. Current. Temperature control, circuit malfunction. Temperature control 1. Feedback circuit range performance. So I think it'll give me the option to research each one of these codes. I could be wrong. Now, as you can see right now, I have live graph going on here, so you can do live reports and stuff like that. Right now, that's the airflow rate for the mass airflow sensor. And I have it on graph form. You can also, I have other tables up here. Got the coolant temperature, your ignition timing. So yeah, you can do that with it. One thing I'm not liking so far, I've noticed that my other one does, is when you get codes, you read the codes. On that one, you can click it and it'll search the internet and show you what that code is or what it means on this vehicle. It's not doing that on this one. I can't click it. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But I mean, I can view the code, I can search it on my phone, that's fine. I just like that it was integrated in the other one. So I'm still, if I figure that out, I'll show you guys, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. But we are getting everything cleared except for that one code for the heater circuit. So that's obviously our door actuator, which is just under the dash, right around there. I guess it's not too bad to get to, but we'll get to that eventually. And so far, I like this. I went through some of those reset systems. One was like for the sunroof adjustability, window adjustability. I mean, there's a lot of things on here, and a lot of it's for like newer vehicles that I have really not much experience with, like 17 and up and stuff like that. You can program keys with this because it has the immobilizer program. It has a lot of features on here. Injector reset, battery reset, throttle relearn, all that stuff is built into this. And according to them, and what they told me is this is lifetime updates. I don't know if that's for me or if that's for you guys. We'll have to go onto the Amazon ad and look at that. But they were trying to send me a couple other ones. I was waiting out for this one because I wanted it because he told me that this was lifetime updates. So I like that you don't have to pay extra for the updates. So that's one very nice feature about this. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I'm getting on this. So now it files every report you do. So right here is the report for it. I can send it in an email. I can put a telephone number in. There's many things you can do. Send to your mailbox. I can go do full vehicle report, which they spelled vehicle wrong. And I can go down through it here to my heating and air conditioning. Let me set this thing down. So I go down through to my heating and air conditioning, and right here's the 2 codes I was getting for it. And when I click on it, my other scanner, this is where it will tell me about it. This is what I get every time I click it now. Coming soon. Okay, how soon? How long do I gotta wait? Alright, so I'm going to send this to my email. If you guys don't know my email, it's unwrecked@yahoo.com. I'm just going to write report, and I'm going to send it. So here it is. Send it right to my email. I'm going to go to view report. I'm going to see, okay, here I can click on it here. Same thing? You gonna do the same thing on my phone? Come on! I did find that there is a store on this thing, and you can go in and buy programs for certain manufacturers, and I'm guessing that gives you more features, more professional features. They're like $50 for a year subscription. So need be, the feature's not on here that you can't find. You can probably upgrade for it if need be. You're gonna have to pay for it, but it's there. Alright, so I thought I was going to pull up my old trusty here and pull the code up and search the internet right from it. But guess what? This, even though it has me select what HVAC controls this has, the manual, dual, climate control, whatever, it's not showing my HVAC codes where this one does. So this one must not cover HVAC or heating, air conditioning controls where my new one does. So I'll take that. So I was about to bash this for not searching the codes, which I can do on my phone, but I do know what the problem is. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I thought that thing would do it. This is my old trusty. This is like one of the first free scanners that got sent, and I really liked it, and I've been using it ever since. So while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to go ahead and pull this actuator door out, this actuator anyways, that actuates the blend door for the driver's side, and we're going to take it apart and we're going to try to fix it. Okay, they're not expensive. You can buy a new blend door for like $20 some, $26, something like that, but we're going to DIY on this channel, so I'm just going to try to fix it. And where it's at is like right here. Pull that panel out, and then there's 2 screws holding it in. Pull it out. We're going to take it apart, and there's a contactor on there, a limiting switch contactor that lets it know what position it's in. And they get messed up, and then it doesn't know what position it's in. And that's kind of what it's acting like, and it goes straight to heat whenever that happens. So let me get this actuator out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And we're gonna clean it up with some alcohol, and I don't have dielectric. You should use like dielectric grease, and I don't know that I have any. If I find some, I'll use it, but I don't think I have any. All right, so 4 bolts takes this piece out underneath the dash, 2 bolts in the actuator, made in Korea. That may be a problem. Anyways, you can reach up in here and feel that place where the door actuates. Listen to it. So I can move that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the truck up, and I'm going to put the air conditioning on. And what it was doing was blowing full blast heat out of the driver's side. I ought to be able to adjust that with that door now, because that changes from the heater core to the evaporator that's in here for air conditioning and the heat. And right now it's just full-blown heat. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up, and we're going to see. You guys aren't going to be able to tell, but I'll just let you know if that fixes this problem. What a perfect time to try this battery pack out. Look at our battery voltage. We're down to 9 volts. Just clicking. So let's try this jumper pack out that I just got. If this thing works, this thing is tiny but mighty. And look, I even had this turned on. So I don't know if my battery is going bad on this thing or what. I even had the truck running a little bit. So I guess we'll see what goes on here whenever I hook this up. Alright, so I just plugged it in. The lights got brighter. And I can hear this thing clicking on and off. So it has one of those relays built into it that clicks the power up and down. So this thing, look, we're almost up to 14 volts. Look at that. That little jumper pack worked. Now it's kind of fluctuating because it's kicking on and off and the battery being that dead. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and turn... Ooh, that air conditioning really drags it down right now. So, right now I have cold air here, warm air here. I'm going to reach down here, find this blend door nut. There. Oh man, when I flipped that over, the cold air shot in my face, and on top of that, it blew dirt in my face because that door's been stuck closed for a while. Boy, this battery really is dead. I need to get this thing on a charger. I can't believe that. But yeah, air conditioning's blown cold now. So that was our issue. So I threw this thing on the quick charge and it's, look what it's showing power-wise on here. Very low. Okay. Got a bunch of C10 parts laying over here. Ordered a bunch of stuff. I don't want to put stuff on it yet because I'm still waiting on the title. So there's that. But what you're going to want to do on these, if you're going to fix it yourself, or at least temporarily try to fix it yourself, there's a bunch of tabs around the outer edges. There's one there, one there, one there, and one there. If you break them all off, tape it back together. You're probably going to buy a new one anyways. But if you're going to be cheap like me, then you're going to try to fix it. Got a little bit of slop, but it's not broken teeth. It doesn't want to move. So I'm thinking it's that contactor on the inside. I want to see if we can fix this. So I'm going to pop these tabs off and I'll show you what the inside looks like. Alright, so I got this part. It actually looks like brand new inside. So I'm wondering if this ain't just like some cheap one that they threw in and it's already not working. So let me show you what I'm talking about on these. So here's the inside. Here's all your gears and stuff. Like I said, this looks brand new. There's even like fresh grease on it and everything. So anyways, you're going to take this gear off. Then this gear is the one I'm talking about. And right here are the contactors that are going to make contact with that strip. And it just doesn't. Nothing here looks bad. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what is wrong with this. We might just have to reset the HVAC so that it knows its limits. But if I touch this to the power, you can see the motor works. And it's running fine. So I'm going to clean up those contacts down there that the limit switch runs on with alcohol. And I'm also going to clean that with alcohol, and we'll throw it back together, pull the HVAC fuse out of the fuse box so that it can reset and learn its limits, and then we'll throw this back in and see if it makes a difference. It might not. So now I have the circuit board out. There is something a little concerning to me is normally when you see, look at the back side of this, you see a burn mark there and a burn mark there. It's underneath these two strips there, and there's like something under there. Might be a bad solder joint or something, but it does look like it got hot there. So this might be bad, might be the circuit board bad, and but we're going to throw it back in. We're just not going to completely reassemble it, but we're going to throw it back in and see if our air conditioning will work. Then if it doesn't, then we'll just go ahead and get another one, because I'm not messing with the circuit board on this. Alright, so I threw it back in the vehicle, plugged it in, put the 2 screws in it. I don't think we have enough battery power to start this thing. It might be 11 volts. Let's see. Alright. So already. We're just blowing heat. Nothing's going on here. Up underneath the hood, there's an Hvac fuse. You have to pull to reset that. Don't know if it's going to fix it, but we're going to try it. And acorns and stuff is normally not ideal for in your fuse box. I'm going to blow this out real quick. According to this chart right here, this 10 amp one is the one we're looking for. That would be this one right here. I don't have pullers on me. Let me go grab something to get those out. I'm already pretty much thinking that we're going to be putting another actuator in. No big deal. So let's try it again. Still not working. At least not this one. So, unfortunate, but oh well. The newer style blend door for that ended up being $18 shipped. So, woohoo. Just buy a new one. Don't even try messing with them. Just buy a new one, and you don't have to worry about it. Pretty sure that's what it is though, because of them burnt marks on the circuit board. So here's another good test. I went into that module, the heat and air conditioning HVAC. Right here are all of the motors and positions and stuff like that. So right here is the right command, and right there is the left command. So right is the passenger side. So if I move this up, watch the number. You can also hear the door moving. Okay, so that's maxed out heat. That's maxed out cold, down to 50. Now, I'm going to mess with the driver's side one. Nothing. No response at all. Yes, and also there's going to be links down in the comments for, or down in the description for all these products, but if you want the small, this is the smallest one I've got. Still has a full charge and it jumped this thing no problem. So, pretty good. I like it so far. Specs on this jumper pack if you're interested. Which these are more believable. All the other ones I get are like really high reading and stuff. This one still says it's high. It's very light. There's like nothing to it. It says the capacity is 10,400 milliamps. Start current is 500 amps. Peak current's 1,000 amps. So I like that one. This is because it's cute. Look at it. It's so cute. So if you guys are interested in the LOFTEK Jump Starter or the Thinkcar Max code reader, drop down to the bottom in the description. And there's a link down there. And if I get a discount code, it'll be down there as well. So if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if you think I should never have a break because your mom's going to miss me while I'm gone. And we'll see you on the next episode on Wrecked. Boys on mommy's lap like he always does. What are you doing?